Welcome to the Wild Tribe podcast. I'm your host, Marina Valmont.
And I'm a guy in Miami looking for some fun right now.
Fernello. And with us is our gorgeous guest, adult performer and cam model, Jessica Starling.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yes,
I'm so happy you're here.
finally,
I know.
finally, after months of chasing, I finally caught my Pokemon.
That's me.
Yes, welcome to the
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank you.
It's been a ride getting you here. You almost didn't make it.
I know.
You know, partying like it's 1999 out
Exactly.
We're at Expos and the neon party was last night. Everyone looked so good by the pool and
Yes.
the tequila shots were flowing.
It was a fiasco out there.
Oh yeah.
Bunch of naked chicks.
Not everyone, but most people were naked.
Oh yeah, I was not going in the kumkuzi. I wasn't going in the pool. It looked a little murky.
The water changes color by the day.
Yeah,
Not in a good way.
definitely a little murky in the waters, but wasn't the Blue Lagoon. You know what I mean? So you're out here for XBiz. Are you
Yes, I am.
nominated for anything? Or?
I am. Yes, I'm nominated for Best Female Clip Artist.
Oh,
Wow, congratulations.
Wow, that's lit.
Thank
That's
you.
cool.
Thank you.
So tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Jessica Starling. I am a cam model. I produce my own solo porn videos.
Ooh.
I collab with other people to make porn, and then I also shoot regular studio porn.
Tell
All right,
us
so
about
she's
these
all over.
clips.
She's all over.
Yeah, yeah. So the clips that I make, so the solo clips that I make, a lot of them are role play videos.
Okay.
So I'm talking to the camera, like it's like you, like I'm speaking
Talk
directly
to me
you.
nice,
Yeah.
mommy.
You have these big eyes.
Yo, the eyes though. Like that's what caught me. I was like, yo, she's got those anime eyes.
Thank you.
I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
They're very penetrating.
Oh, I
Oh,
like that
thank
word.
you.
Very
Penetrating.
Penetrate me.
I try and use it every day.
Yes. Like I mean, you have an interesting look. The anime / cosplay community would appreciate somebody like you. I'm surprised you haven't done any real cosplay.
Yeah, I think it's just I'm a perfectionist. And so if I were to do a cosplay, like I would really want to make sure it looks really good.
Right.
And then I've just been like afraid of not making it perfect, I guess.
Well, nothing's really perfect because you may think it's perfect, and I might think it looks like a piece of shit. So you can't please everybody. You know, like
True.
literally, you cannot
Yeah, no,
please
that's true.
everyone.
Uh-huh.
I would say just put your best foot forward and put out the best product you can.
Of course, yeah.
You know, in this business. And yeah, like I mean, we all seek out perfection, but ultimately we have to do the work for people to
Yes.
appreciate it, right?
Of course.
So yeah, what else you got going on?
So we're talking about the clips, and I remember you saying before about mommy milkers, and you do this mommy type role.
Yes. So that's like one of my most popular niches. I do a lot of mommy role play. I think it might just be my voice.
I don't know,
firstly.
man. You look like you're 22 or something. Like how do you fit into the mommy milker category?
It's the boobs.
I do have
Like-
large natural titties.
They're
Like,
very glorious.
They're very glorious.
Yes,
I'm
indeed,
a
they are.
32F. So
What?
that's- Yeah.
Like you can't wear regular bras.
It's hard.
It's hard. You got the granny bras.
I got.
Like, you know?
Custom bras.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a few places I can go to where I can get like
Right.
nice, sexy things, but it's definitely limiting.
Right. So like, it's challenging to do like lingerie sets. Like you don't find the right ones.
Yeah. So there is one store that I like to go to. It's called Bras and Things. So like, if you are larger bust ladies, that's the tea. Yeah.
There you go. It's like the big and tall for like big titty girls.
Yeah, exactly. But then, yeah, otherwise, like, I can't go to Victoria's Secret or anything like
Aw.
that. They don't have my size.
Listen, don't worry. We'll just paint you on a nice set. You know,
Exactly.
custom from yours truly. You know.
So what were you doing before you got into the industry?
Oh, before I got into the industry. Before I got into the industry was before I was 18.
Oh God.
We won't talk about
you
that again.
Oh, so you literally said, "I'm 18. I'm in."
Yeah, pretty much.
So you were always like
Wow.
a very
Sexual
sexual being.
Yeah, I think, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think sexuality was always projected onto me, anyways.
Because of the way you were developed.
Yeah, because of the
Most
way that I
likely.
looked, because of
Okay.
the way that I developed. So,
Right.
my logic was kind of like I could just like work a normal job and just have people continue to treat me like this, and then-
Sexualize you.
or I could just like make money off of the way that people are going to perceive me, anyways.
So, is that perception? Does that bother you?
No,
So you
I
like
think,
the attention.
Well, I think I like subverting people's expectations.
Surprising them with your intelligence and your
Right.
wit and your
yeah,
smart.
yes.
But
I
you
do.
like the attention that comes with the look.
Yeah, I like.
Okay.
I like performing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm talking about an overall, like, if guys, because I hear sometimes mixed feelings, like on women, how they deal with men pursuing them and looking at them and, oh, you know, I'm not a sex object or this, that, and the third. But like,
sure.
but like, I hate when girls say, I'm not a sex object, but you're advertising sex.
For sure.
So if you don't want to be a sex object, wear a fucking plastic bag or something. Walk outside. You know, don't do your makeup and wear a paper bag over your head, and then nobody will buy you.
Well, that's.
I think I still get bothered when I'm dressed down and no makeup.
No.
You know
for
why?
sure,
Because
yeah.
you're more approachable. Because they don't feel as intimidated if you were to look like this.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh my God, like, she's hot, but like, I don't know if I have a chance. But when you're like more, you know, like, the humbled looking,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I have a chance to say hi.
I get hit on a lot at the grocery store.
Yeah.
No makeup.
The girls, yeah, no. So I I do dress down a lot in public just because like I don't really care day to day. You know, like I feel like when I get ready for work to be like Jessica Starling, it's almost
Right.
like a
It's a character change.
it's almost like a drag persona, honestly.
Oh, okay.
The way that I'm like performing femininity and sexuality. Not that it's not part of me, but I think it's something that I have to bring out a little bit more.
Right.
But yeah, day to day, I'm wearing like a baggy t-shirt and like sweatpants, and my hair is messy, and
Well,
I have
I don't
resting bitch face. I'm like, don't talk to me.
You know what it is too. It's like they take so long to get ready that
Yes.
it's like they just want to be free, man, of all that like routine, you know. And it's like getting ready. It's the job in itself. So I understand why you have to, like you say, you know, we got it made. I mean, we just t-shirts and jeans and get out the door, you know.
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
good.
Comb your hair and go.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's it. You know, shit. But that's cool. So you do the content thing. You're into, you know, you got your OnlyFriends
My
and all that
OnlyFriends.
stuff. So what I wanted to ask you, say, you know, if someone wanted to approach you about working with you, what
Yes.
is the proper etiquette?
Performer, photographer.
Right, to get to work with the Jessica Starling. What is the requirements? What's the approach in general? Because you know I have a way of doing things, obviously, because I'm a professional. So I would either reach out through PR, I would reach out through email or other things. DMs are very difficult because it goes into the spam folder and sometimes they never see it, and it's not like they're ignoring you. So there's different levels to it, but what do you expect as a female?
Yes. So, firstly, very important, you must already have a body of work that I can look at.
See that? Told you guys. Value for value. It never ends. But anyway.
Because you're like, hey, let's collab. And then I go onto your page and you've done nothing ever. What? I don't understand. Like,
Right.
So you need to have a body of work already available. And if you're just starting out and you're like, oh, well, how do I get girls to film with me?
Yeah.
My advice would to first be, starting like your online sex work presence with just solo content, catering to a gay male audience, because that is how you're going to build up goodwill in the industry, that you're serious about this job. and that you're not just here to hook up with hot girls.
Right.
You're here to make money. So once you've done that, then you can branch off and start, approaching people and be like, hey, I make solo content and stuff, but I'm now branching off to make like boy girl content.
Yeah.
Here's my previous work. Would you like to work with me kind of thing? I think I would appreciate that a whole lot more rather than, a guy with absolutely no body of work at all being like, hey, let's have sex on camera.
Right.
What does he bring to the table?
Exactly.
That's the
yes.
thing. So I always say this. I call them Best Buy photographers or people that like just go get equipment. Like, oh look, let's do nudes and shoot up the ass and all kinds of stuff. You can tell a woman can tell when you're being thirsty and you just want to get laid.
And we don't like it.
And it's like if you don't treat it like a business, for me, I rather get paid than laid. But but if I can get both, hey, why not? But
Right.
the proper approach is showing your body of work, like she said. Your value is important. Your equity in the business.
Yes.
It's like having a good credit score. You need to you look like you're responsible. So she said in something interesting that I've never heard. So doing solo content is cool. Now, if you're not comfortable with doing solos and you're not into that,
You probably shouldn't be in the industry.
what I suggest you do now, stack your paper up and book your models.
Yes, that's definitely another thing that
So
you can do.
book a couple hot girls, book the best of the best. So if you want to spend $2,000, whatever, book the best girls, and then from you working with those best girls, you will automatically build a rapport with those girls, and they will recommend you to other girls, and that's how the domino effect starts.
Absolutely.
Quality and word of mouth
Yes.
and reputation is everything in this business.
Reputation is very important. Yes.
It's like good credit, my friend. Your
Yes.
reputation is everything. If you get a bad rep, man, your credit goes down. You're fucked. You can't do shit.
No,
So
it's
you
very
get
hard to come back.
blackballed,
Yeah.
man.
Speaking of reputation, who do you look up to in the industry?
Oh, yes. Well, I definitely look up to Kazumi. She's making waves right now.
Right.
She's done a lot in a very short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Angela White. She is, I've met her, I've worked with her. She is such a lovely, nice person, and obviously very career oriented, very intelligent, very well spoken, and she looks absolutely perfect in person.
You know what I
so-
like about her? I like how she treats her fans.
Yes, she's a very kind person.
I saw
She doesn't treat
at the
them
convention center, they were closing it down, and she had a big line of people. So she ran
Yes.
through that line. Guys, I have to go. We're closing the convention, but get your phones out so we can take a selfie. She
Wow.
wanted
Oh,
everyone
cool.
in line to
That's
be happy.
cool.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's love.
you know what?
Yeah.
It's like you don't treat your fans like pay pigs, So that's good.
Unless that's your niche.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like pig.
Yeah.
So that's the etiquette that
Yes.
you
Yeah, so just basically, have a body of work. The more because at the end of the day, this is a business
Right.
thing, not just us doing whatever and having fun. I mean, that's cool too.
Yeah.
But this should be this should equally benefit both of us.
Yeah.
So whether I like to, the product, I want to look good. I want it to sell well for both of us.
Right. It has to be a mutual gain
Yeah.
financially in every
absolutely.
way. Like I said, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Yes.
If there's no funds, there's no buns. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And then when you reach out, just being professional and respectful, and just being like, "Hi, I'm blah blah blah." Also look at my body of work too.
And know what you shoot.
Yes, because if you're like, "Hey, I want to do this thing," and I literally don't do that thing, then
Right.
it's sort of like,
Yeah, I want to vomit inside. I just want to vomit on you and
No, so see, I don't do that kind of content. So if you approach me, I'm like, well, did you look at anything I've ever done?
It's like do your research before you
Yes.
approach people.
A lot of people approach me for boy-girl scenes, and I don't do boy-girl. And I'm like,
Yeah.
did you even research me? I don't respect you now.
No, because they just saw that you're beautiful, and they're like,
I mean, you can't fault a guy for shooting their
Right.
shot, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh-huh.
if they see you, they're like, you know what, this is my opportunity. Let me just take it. If she says no,
That's
she says
true.
no. So you can't shoot them down for getting like trying to know?
I think what I would do is be like, if I was a man in that situation, I'd be
Okay.
like, I don't see that you've done any boy girl content yet. You know, if you'd like to expand into that in the future, I would love to work with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep me in mind.
Yes, I think I would respect that.
That's a lot nicer. It's all about the approach.
It's what you say and how you say it, and it's
We don't want to feel like you're asking to work with everyone,
right.
and you're not
Speaking
wanting
of
to work
that,
with us.
Speaking of that, yeah. So, with females that want to work with me, like I said, like you have your approach and you have your way of dealing with it. But when I see a female working with a lesser person than what I bring to the table, I get turned off. Because I feel like I have way more value that I bring, and if this guy that looked like he just rolled out of bed with no real following, and just because he's got a big dick, just because he can get away with way more. If I'm bringing all my skills to the table that I have acquired, my photography skills, my body paint skills, all the things that I have, I don't see it as a fair deal for me to give you all of that gold.
Okay.
And if you're working with some bum that doesn't give you shit, and you're coming to me with I'm just gonna give you this, but I'm like, wait, you worked with X, Y, and Z, and they didn't have
The bare minimum.
They gave you the bare minimum, so I'm gonna give you the bare minimum.
For sure.
So it's like, and some girls will get upset at me. And I'll send them my rates. I'll be like, hey, this is what I charge, just to know. I know you're not getting paid a scene for this. What I charge here, so what I'm giving you is worth way more.
For sure.
So you gotta know what your real value is, and you gotta determine that and say, look, okay, I'm giving you this value. I need these amount of shoots. And I need you to maybe do this type of scene because of what I'm giving you.
Yes.
So it's a equal trade. If you're just gonna give me bare minimum, then fuck it. I'm not gonna give you the body paint. I'll just probably give you some pictures. That's about it. Because I'm giving way more. So you gotta like even the playing field. Just because she looks good, look at her body of work. Just like Jessica said, look at your body of work and see who they're working with, and determine whether that person fits your brand and the mold that you want.
Yes.
Quality
absolutely.
over quantity.
Correct.
That too.
Correct.
Yes.
That's really what it is. So that being said, what is your dating life? Do you date? Are you looking, or what's the situation with that?
Oh my goodness. I've been single for about a year now.
Oh,
Yeah, like a year and a month.
yeah! Congratulations. We like that. We like that.
Yeah. Honestly, this is the first time in my adult life that I've been single for this long.
Wow.
And I'm really enjoying it.
You know what? And I have a lot to say about being single. Okay, so here's the thing, right? A lot of women go through past trauma in their relationship. And what happens is they get lonely, they want to fill that void, they find a guy, they hook up with him, and they're in a relationship again. But the cycle continues with the turmoil because they never truly heal themselves, and they use the guy, and they use the relationship as a Band-Aid to cover up what happened previously. But what happens is that girl has that emotional trauma, and she just transfers it to the new relationship, and then that relationship only lasts about 6 months. And then she's back to where she started again, and she finds a new victim and a new victim. So it's like, girls, give yourself up to loneliness, because that's when you find your true self. You look in the mirror and you'll know what you want. You'll know who you are.
Let yourself heal.
Right. Let yourself heal. Because people are like, oh, I can't find a good guy. No, because you suck. And you attract the people like you. You're a reflection of what you are. So you're going to attract the same type of low life that you probably, the things that you carry inside.
Like attracts like.
Yeah, I mean, so I think this time has been really helpful for me. And everyone has to deal with those feelings of loneliness and stuff. And it's really easy to just be like, I don't want to feel like this. I need to go find someone.
Right. Serial daters.
Yeah, but to just really sit in that and then reflect, like, why do I feel like this? I have people in my life who love me. I have wonderful friends. Do I really need the validation of like a romantic relationship to be like, well, now I'm not lonely?
And that's it. That's finding your inner peace is the most important thing.
Yes.
And finding your value is the most important thing as well, because a lot of women don't feel that they're valuable enough for certain relationships, and they go into it thinking lesser of themselves, and that's when manipulation starts with men.
Yes.
So it's one of those things. That's why you got to know yourself before someone else could come in your life and try to run you.
Absolutely. I think, dating can be very precarious for everyone, but especially for women. And I think to, have a healthy dating life, you really need to look into the ways that you've been hurt in the past, and maybe your attachment style, and maybe if that's, I'm not sure if attachment theory or not.
Yeah.
But
What's attachment theory?
Basically that your relationship with your parents in early life sort of shapes how you build attachment to other people. And so there's secure attachment, and that's like the goal. That's where you want to be, where your relationships with other people, you're not overwhelmed with anxiety that they might not like you, that they're going to leave you, and you're not avoidant in that you're so afraid of intimacy and people leaving you that you have
Actively
wall
avoid
up.
it.
Yes. So when you have these other attachment styles that aren't secure, that are disorganized, then that's, I think, what results in a lot of problems in relationships, where people are very anxious and afraid that someone is going to leave them,
Right.
or they're putting up a wall because they're afraid of true intimacy. Yeah.
Well, it's a lot to unpack. So, like I said, when
Yes,
you're getting
it's a
into
lot to unpack.
when you're getting into these things with people, just make sure you don't come with baggage, because nobody wants to do your lifting.
So
Yes.
being in the industry and dating, has it been difficult with you? Have you experienced jealousy and people wanting you to leave it for them?
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes.
Well, I mean, it's a hard thing. Are you dating civilians, or were you dating people in the game?
So I was dating civilians, because I
It's
only
Canada.
started.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're from
yeah,
Canada.
I'm from Canada, and I only started
Yeah.
working with other people last year.
Oh,
So, but yeah, every guy I've dated has had some kind of problem with what I do, even if in the beginning because I don't hide it.
okay.
I absolutely don't
Well,
hide it.
that's good. That's good. You tell
And
the
then,
truth.
so I tell them pretty much immediately, and they're always like, "Oh no, that's so cool! I love it."
Yeah, they love it until they get the buns, and then they get hypnotized by the coochie, and then they're like, "Oh my God, I can't have nobody have
They
this."
fall in love.
No, I don't think they fall in love, because men love different than women. I think it's more like control. I think it's more like, I need this for myself. I don't want nobody taking this shit. This is for me. This is my car. I drive it, and I put the
I think
miles
that
on.
happens when they catch feelings.
They get feelings, but the love is different for men than it is for women.
Explain.
In my, it's subjective, because of I'm a different man. I can't speak to every man, because
Yes.
I'm the minority. I'm not the majority. Okay, so the minority is that men can't, because I know the female nature. I could never truly love a woman the way I think I want to, because I know women, female nature. I know how it is, and I don't want to give too much away on how I do things, but
Your methods.
there's a psychological warfare that happens between the male and female dynamic, and you just have to have a balance with that. And when it comes to dating, you have to ask yourself a question. Okay, what is the end game for this relationship? Where are we going with this?
Yes.
Because if you're just going in a circle, then there's no point. I'd rather just see you casually, have a little encounter, and then you go your business, I go my way. But if I'm courting you to be my wife, there's a lot of things that I require as a wife, because you're gonna be the maker of my children. I'm gonna be your protector. I'm gonna be this. So if I'm your protector, you engaging with other men seems like a dangerous thing, because anything can happen to you without me being there. So I'm concerned. If I love you enough, I wouldn't want another man handling you, because I don't know what they can do to you, and I'm scared, and I'm afraid that they might violate you. That's love. Love is a responsibility. I don't like you. Oh, we like each other. Yeah, it's cool. we liking each other. But love goes beyond that. It goes beyond.
Yes.
It's caretaking. It's responsibilities.
Yes.
So if a man really does, love you, he's not gonna want to see you in predicaments where you can be violated. That's the real truth. Now, yes, there's underlining jealousies, there's underlining insecurities.
I don't like when
all
a
those
guy's
things.
like, I don't want you to wear that. You're showing too much skin.
Oh no, I hate that. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go naked then. Fuck you.
I'm gonna get even more naked
well, it
now.
depends. Like it depends on where we're going. Like if we're going out and we're trying to strut and we're trying to stunt, yeah, like look good, baby. Like let's have fun. But if we're like, if we're going like somewhere where it's like kids and families,
As long as it's appropriate.
yeah,
but,
like there's like you gotta let me tell you, you gotta check your woman. I don't give a damn. They're gonna respect you. Yeah, they may not like it, but you gotta check them in a way because remember they're seeking out that type of authority. If you letting them run wild, there's no order. The reason that there's a relationship, you gotta bring a balance to her craziness. So you have to be there to balance it out. But don't be too controlling, but have boundaries and set certain rules. If society didn't have rules, we'll be out here like fucking, it's anarchy. So in order for a relationship not to be anarchy, there's got to be rules in place to make it right. Hey, listen, I don't want you going out wearing that when I'm not around. Because
That's fair.
I'm afraid that something could happen. You get violated. You understand that I care about you and I don't want nothing to happen.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, definitely
That's the difference.
every relationship is going to have its own rules, and it's really important to
Yeah.
communicate about that
Right.
and be because sometimes I think people are like, I think the rules are implied, and they don't talk about it, and then
Yeah.
that's where like conflict-
Miscommunications.
Yes, yeah, they're like, well, didn't you know that you're not supposed to do that? I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
and miscommunication is a rapid fire thing when it comes to
Text messaging.
Oh God! Like I'm how old are you?
I am 27.
So you're still young, but like more seasoned.
Yes.
What is your view on how do you communicate with people in general and in your relationships? Are you an avid texter or do you like to have conversations with people?
Well, I like texting, and if it's a casual conversation, texting is fine. If I have something important to talk to you about, then I'm going to call you.
Okay. So you're the okay. So I mean, I'm a lot older. So like for me, I come from that generation where we used to call people. There was no texting.
For sure.
Literally, like texting was something you did on
Pagers?
AOL Messenger or some shit. Like we would like message people like that. But like I like having the conversation because I can feel the sincerity in your voice. Because you can text someone, you don't even know who you're texting. I could be texting your friend and she'll be looking at every text. I like the interaction with person is more personable to me.
Absolutely, yeah. If it's just like we're just having like a little funny conversation over text, that's fine.
Right.
But if we're gonna like catch up or we're gonna have like a serious conversation, then then I like hearing your voice over the phone.
Or another hack is doing voice notes.
Voice notes. Or like I like FaceTiming too. I really like FaceTiming.
Oh
because
God,
then I can-
FaceTime. I hate FaceTime.
I love
Okay.
it.
Fuck,
I can see the
man.
person's expression.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I mean it feels personal. It's like, oh, I get to see you. Yay.
Yeah, FaceTime is it depends. Like sometimes I look like shit. I put a baseball cap on.
I saw you FaceTiming like 3 times yesterday.
That was business.
It's business. Business is different.
I was looking dope. I was lit.
You're like,
I was looking lit. What are you talking about? I
I
was
look
feeling
good. I'll
good.
FaceTime all the time.
Yeah, it's when I don't want to FaceTime, when I look like a goddamn Wolverine and I don't have a haircut and
That's
everybody want to
true.
call me. Hell no. But yeah, communication for me is a big one. And like when I'm like, it's like when girls want to collab with me and work with me, I say, okay, cool, let's collab. Here's my number. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Oh, can we just text? I'm like, bitch, no. Like I'm supposed to like work with you and invest all this time. I need to talk to you.
No, for sure,
Who am I
yeah.
talking to here? Your pimp?
Yeah.
Like I don't,
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
and if you can't have that small attention to detail, then I don't want to work with you. That means you're a problem, and I don't want nothing to do with that. If you can't fucking like call somebody on the phone, like what's the, like?
Yeah, I feel a lot of younger girls too. They're like, I do not want, and I get it because like, especially if you're not used to phone calls, and someone's like, yeah, let's talk on the phone. You're like, no.
That's socially awkward for me. Like
Yes,
how do you make business deals? If you're a real entrepreneur, if you're a real boss,
Yes. then
that's
you
not
have to-
professional.
You have to go get on.
You
the
gotta
call,
you
yes.
gotta have phone calls. Like
Yes.
companies ain't gonna hire you if you're not talking to them.
Yes.
Like they're not
It's,
gonna be like,
yeah.
oh, here's text message. Yeah, we're gonna give you all this money.
It's just a skill that you have to acquire.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think, and listen, I think as the generation goes on, social skills are going to be a class that they teach.
Yes, because they're
people are-
diminishing right now.
People are losing them because of all the tools that we have to communicate. People are losing that sense of calling and having meetings and talking. You still have to do that. A robot ain't gonna do that for you right now.
Not right now.
Not right now, but as of right
Not
now,
yet.
we still got to do Zooms. We
Yeah.
still got to do face chats. We still got to meet people in person.
Yes.
There's that connective tissue that you can't get through a text message.
Yes,
where
absolutely.
where a FaceTime and a phone call makes the biggest difference.
Absolutely.
And the overall, even meeting someone in person, you get to sense their aura and the type of person they are through that face-to-face interaction. Because I could
Yeah.
talk to you through IG, but you don't really get a hint of me
No,
and
that's
the
the
essence
thing.
of
Yeah,
my personality. Because it could go either way. Oh, Fernello, I think he's a fucking dick. Or, oh, you know, he seems pretty cool. Oh, I can't wait to meet him. It could be either or, but then when you actually meet me, you could be the judge, you know? And say,
Absolutely. Yeah, it's very different meeting people in person than
Yeah.
just talking through the DMs or whatever.
yeah, and I don't like the DM situation. I always say, oh, yeah, cool. You know, let's further this conversation with a phone chat.
Yeah.
Here's my number. What times are best for you? These are my times. And if you don't get back to me, fuck you. I'm not working with you. Bye. Next.
You
Yeah.
don't chase.
No, listen. You don't chase. You just replace. All right. There's plenty of hot chicks out here. It's goddamn Miami. Why am I chasing after you?
True.
Like you know, I'm the one that needs to be pursued. I'm the one with the greatest skill set here. Like anybody could get naked in front of a camera, but I'm the one that's creating the merchandise here. I'm doing God's work here. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
my hands.
Yeah.
So, Jessica, what do you see for your future? What are your future aspirations in the business or outside of the business?
For sure. Well, I'm gonna keep making my own porn. I want to continue to like increase like the production value of what I'm doing
And creativity.
and the creativity. Yeah,
Coming soon, guys.
coming soon.
Fernello, Jessica Body Paint Experience
Absolutely.
Cosplay Edition.
Gonna be spectacular.
Spider-Man, Gwen.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, you look like Gwen Stacy. Didn't anybody tell you that?
Yeah, you know what?
Character. Look up the character Gwen Stacy. She looks exactly like it. Minus the big.
I'm
minus the big
excited
tits.
for this.
Yeah.
No, like I saw Gwen Stacy all over her. Like I was like, I got to do the Gwen Stacy Spider-Man. Like there's no,
I'm super down.
like
so.
that has to be done.
My spidey senses are tingling that it's gonna be amazing.
Look at all these. Look at all these things you're saying, right? But-
So cute.
yeah, but it's gonna be cool. I think that'll be a good thing for you doing the body paint and the cosplay. What do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's different.
A new untapped market for you.
Yeah, no, I would love to get into that because I'm also really big into like video games.
Listen, you need to get on Kick.
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
a new spot.
That's
you can be
new.
sexy there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can show booty.
Oh, you can show booty.
Yeah, they were someone was live
No,
streaming
no
on Kick last
butthole.
night.
You can't show butthole.
I think
huh?
No
just-
butthole or
Damn.
nipples.
So not nudity, but like sexy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
yeah.
TikTok they'll kick you off for just looking good.
No, I'm so careful on TikTok. I don't know what the secret formula is. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay, cool.
We have our secrets.
Okay.
Can't reveal everything here, my
Not here.
But thank you so much for taking the time to come today
Oh,
and
of
talk with
course.
us.
Yes,
course.
yes, the incredible Jessica Starling, everybody.
And where can our viewers find you online?
Yes.
You can find me online on Twitter at Jessica Starling, except that first E is a 3, so it's J3 Jessica Starling.
Yeah.
On Instagram at Jessica Starling XO, and you can find me on OnlyFriends.
Yes, she'll be my friend soon, guys. And that being
hopefully my
said-
friend.
Oh, she'll be all of our friends. We'll be super friends.
Yes.
For the Wild Tribe podcast, I'm Marina Valmont.
And I'm Fernello,
And I'm Jessica Starling.
and we're out of the jungle. Peace.
Bye.